Good morning and welcome to SA Riverland Farming. So shearing has begun. It is our first day. Have you ever wondered what is involved in shearing? Shearing in Australia is similar but also different to that is overseas. We also in Australia have a lot of merino sheep. So if you wear a woolen spencer, a singlet or a jumper, this is where your wool comes from. So come and join us as we head over to the shed later today, and also as we get all the food ready for the shearers and bringing sheep in and taking them out, all these little things. Come and join us as we show you how it's done in Australia. So the morning routine with shearing has two routines. One is Bruce's routine over the shearing shed and the other one is over here. The morning's always really busy before the morning smoko. We get busy making the afternoon smoko. So the afternoon smoko this day is going to be salad sandwiches with silverside. In a minute we're going to start getting ready the morning smoko. I always like to do a hot morning smoko. There's a lot of thought and planning that goes into it because we want to provide something yummy but nourishing and filling for the hardworking shearers, but we also need to work around the whole routine of shearing in itself because it's not just the meals, there's a lot that happens. And just one more quick thing, who's this down here? Who's that? Spots. Yeah, that's Spots. So there's Spots, there's one bearded dragon, and there's Dragon, who is the other bearded dragon. Yes, but we won't eat them today, will we?
No, because it's my favourite.
Is your favourite dragon, is it? Yeah, and there's Spots. Oh, we'll try and get him in focus. Yep. Kids and their pets. Each shearing I come up with ideas for meals and morning and afternoon teas, or smokos as they call them, and then I put a bit like something like this, a menu together, so I know for their lunches all the main meals that will be. I've actually pre-cooked all the main meals but need to add these, the vegetables or potatoes, etc. to the meals. The morning smoko is always a hot smoko. It's still cold here at the moment too. Sometimes when we shear it's really hot, but so the shearers will appreciate something hot while it's still cool. And then down here I make the afternoon smokos quite simple. I like to free up the afternoons if I needed to help with moving sheep or anything like that. And also sometimes we have appointments that we need to go to, so at least I can have these sandwiches like I showed you in the video earlier, pre-made, so that I can go out. So now we wander over to the shearing shed, which is going to be a bit different this year because the storm blew away the little shed. I'm not quite too sure how we're going to set up morning and afternoon teas, so let's go and explore. So our morning tea set up there, and afternoon tea, we're going to get our hot drinks there. We're just about to finish up, so Wilbur's just sleeping. She just want to go in. Luke will collect the fleece. And then when it goes around here, it's called skirting. So it takes off all the greasy sections of the wool.
Poor Matthew that's playing on the hay bales. Matthew's eating an apple, which he is not supposed to be. And right now Matthew's trying to get away, so he's not in the video.
So through this shearing, a few surprises have come up, and one of them was to go down to Adelaide. We've been looking for a car for a while, and of course it came up during shearing that a car turned up all the way nearly in the centre of the city. to go and look at and see if it was okay to purchase. So we nipped down to Adelaide to go and look at this car. So I guess the harder thing from the perspective was going down to Adelaide for the car, or even, as you'll see soon, we'll talk about Bolly and these few other little things. It always causes a little bit of disruption because the thoughts are there. Who's going to prepare the food? Is the food going to get out to the shearers on time? Do we need a rouseabout to come over here? Like, one of our boys are rouseabouts to come over in here and help with the food. Do we have enough here? Do we need to bring in the sheep in? Do we need to take them out? So as we go through these things, these thoughts go through our minds and we juggle and shift things around so it works for us. So every shearing is a little bit different with different surprises or appointments, especially with a big family, and the family also helping with the shearing. But we get through each part quite well and we get through there in the end. A bit later, we had a surprise trip to the vet 2 nights ago, really late at night, because our sheepdog, our Kelpie Bolly, became really ill. So we just went down to the vets this morning to go pick him up and that sort of thing, which took up a majority of the morning, as well as getting smokos and lunches out. So for the remainder of the day, we're going to move some sheep over back to a paddock where they're supposed to be now that they've been shorn, and just wrap it up. Hope you get the last of the rams done as well. If not, might be a little bit in the morning to do too. So we'll just see how numbers go and the speed of the shearers, see if they can do it. We've also not only got one pet lamb, we actually have 2 pet lambs now. So here's one. This one here is Joy. And here's our other little pet lamb. Oh, I don't think he's got a name yet, actually. Yeah, ready for a feed. There he goes. Yeah, just a moment. So yeah, Matthew's there feeding Joy.
This one is Isaac.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's Ruby. Just switched to Ruby, did you?
This one is Isaac.
And this is Isaac, and his nickname's Zach. And he's a little pig, aren't you? You love your pigs, don't you?
Yeah, she's feeding a lot quicker.
Look at that. She's ready for a feed. See, just can't help herself. Yeah. So Ruby, my apologies. Here's Ruby having a drink. Well, and a breath of fresh air. And some more. There we go. That's so cute.
Meh. Eyes covered to pretend she's under her mother's utter.
Why is that?
To make the head up. See, this is what I mean. This one's a little pig. They'll come for you anywhere.
Yeah, so the reason why it's important to get their head lower down is because...
Hey, look at him now!
is that sheep have 5 stomachs, so when they're a lamb, it needs to go into the correct stomach. So we need to keep their heads down low and up so it can go in the right tummy.
Of shearing is about where the wool goes and what type of sheep we shear.
So see you soon with part 3 of shearing. SA Riverland Farming with your Olmires signing off.